Amitabh Bachchan takes 2 crores of rupees for one single tweet because it reaches whole of India. But it's a hearsay, I don't know. But I don't have the money to hire real models. I am a startup. Why? Have you seen the film Intern? Very, very touching movie. If you haven't seen, please see. Brilliant movie? Arun agrees with me. Atto Sundar movie with most of you are, very, very younger than me. And after my retirement, I am also doing a startup. So that is why I am here. And this Intern movie says how this person was initially ridiculed by the youngsters and later with
নমস্কার, আমি পবিশা, আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত পবিশাস জ্ঞানে। পবিশাস জ্ঞানে আমি বাঙালি ইউথদেরকে এন্টারপ্রেনিউরশিপ আর বিজনেস রিলেটেড মোটিভেশন দিয়ে থাকি। বাট এখন শুধু বাংলা নয়, আমি হিন্দি অ্যান্ড ইংলিশেও আপনাদেরকে কন্টেন্ট দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করছি। আজকে আমরা এসে গেছি বিইতে, বেঙ্গল এন্টারপ্রেনিউরস ইকোসিস্টেমে 24 যে মান্থলি মিট হয়। আপনাদের পুরো ভিডিওটা কেমন লাগলো অবশ্যই জানাবেন। তাহলে এখন আমরা একটু ভিতরে চলে যাই, ভিতরে গিয়ে দেখি কেমন হচ্ছে, আমরা কতজন এন্টারপ্রেনিউরের সাথে মিট করতে পারি এবং কতজন এন্টারপ্রেনিউর আমাদের সাথে মিট করে। আসুন।
Thank you for that. So in this 90-second, because it is such a disparate group, I thought I'll just say that I was in the process of making this new town, Kolkata, a smart, green, happy, solar city. It's a long story. I will not bore you for that. But some of the things that I carry with this, and some of you can, if you wish, look into it. For instance, I'll go back a little in my IAS career, and when I was the chief electoral officer of the state, I was conducting elections from 2005 to 2010 in the whole of West Bengal. And we had this problem of training, putting all the polling officers to be trained, and I wanted to make a video. And who would do it? Whenever I choose an actor, he is X party oriented or Y party oriented, and the election commission is not agreeing to that. So finally, I used a puppet to make a movie. It was called Vote Kahare Koi, and this is my way of training polling officers. Fast forward to Newtown, Robindra Tirtho is made. It is a 200-seater, very fine auditorium, Robindra Sadhan in central Kolkata and Robindra Tirtho in Newtown. And I was having one of the icons of West Bengal movie, Soumitra Chatterjee. He was still alive. And I had met Sneho Dia, business opportunity, senior living. সবাই করছে, বড় বড় রিয়েল এস্টেটের লোকেরা সারা জীবন টাকা জমিয়েছে, they have saved money, and that is what they have. The youngsters don't have money. Where do you get money from? Full stop. Divert. Sneho Dia I have built very nicely. You take 25 lakhs of rupees for one person to come in, husband, wife, 50 lakhs. It's not easy to sell. It's not for the poor. HIDCO is a company. It has to recover its cost of construction and operational cost. You pay 16,000 rupees per month, and food is included in that, and 50 lakhs for a couple. Now, how to populate it? It's completely filled up right now, just to say that about the strategy. How do you let people know? So I asked Soumitra Chatterjee, who took a great deal of money, to be the brand ambassador. Fast forward now, what I'm trying to do, how to reach people. Is it a puppet? Is it Soumitra Chattopadhyay? Now what will I do? Now in my post-retirement phase, I'm doing something on climate sensitivity and on AI art and other things. What do? I was looking for, in my LinkedIn, I have 17,000 followers. I posted, Kolkata ki keu ache, that AI avatar. I can't hire, what can I say, Kareena Kapoor or somebody like that. They charge so much. It is said that Amitabh Bachchan takes 2 crores of rupees for one single tweet because it reaches whole of India. But It's a hearsay, I don't know. But I don't have the money to hire real models. I am a startup. Why? Have you seen the film Intern? Very, very touching movie. If you haven't seen, please see.
It's a brilliant movie.
Huh? Brilliant movie? Arun agrees with me. Atto Sundar movie with most of you are, you know, very, very younger than me, and after my retirement I am also doing a startup, so that is why I am here. And this Intern movie says how this person was initially ridiculed by the youngsters, and later with his wisdom, with his dexterity, he becomes a friend of the very, very aggressive CEO. ভীষণ সুন্দর মুভি, টাচিং মুভি, পারলে দেখবেন। So I am in this movie, in this forum now, thinking of what I can do to popularize whatever I am doing, how to reach people, central problem in any business. বলবো কাকে, মুভি তো বানালাম, দেখবে কে? And so I was looking for AI avatar. I said, যার Instagram follower 1 lakh এর বেশি আছে, if anybody has any AI avatar with more than 1 million is better, but 1 lakh will also do follower, please, you know, DM me, direct message me. No answer, no answer. Somebody said, I also am looking for that, so if you get, tell me. So now what I did, I have made my own AI avatar. It's called Nyla, Nyla. How did I get that name? I asked ChatGPT, this is what I want to do, suggest a few names. I took it. I asked somebody I knew, এটা আমি নিজে করিনি, to devise an Indian woman called Nyla now. And I am using purchase software to make her speak, laugh and say whatever I want her to say. I text it and she says. And I am going to open my AI art gallery, and she is going to be the AI avatar to open it, inaugurate formally, 15th, this Friday. The question and the first problem that I pose to you is, I asked ChatGPT, who is the most popular AI avatar in India now? And it said Kyra, Kyra. I don't know whether it's true or false. They are known to hallucinate quite a lot. So I tried to do them. I got their email of the founders. I asked them, but there was no reply. এর মানেটা কি? They are so busy throughout India that you can't, they are not available. কিন্তু কলকাতায় তো একটাও নেই. If you have one, first, I'll give 5 sets of problems. Please reach out to me. If you have an AI avatar who will talk about my product, and I will pay for that, but minimum is 1 lakh genuine Instagram followers. When I am making this Nyla Instagram thing, and I was looking at ways in how to increase the follower, because I also want to get into that game, startup game. If I have 1 lakh followers, then I will endorse other people through Nyla and get some money. And if you pay 200 rupees, you can get 1000 followers. But these are all bogus followers, bogus. You can make out no posts, no followers. Those kind of followers don't count. Real people count. So one thing is that as we are evolving, many ways of reaching out are coming in. I think startup community and Kolkata and Bengal has much to catch up in this field. I find 1 or 2 people are working over here in software. Why don't you build it and connect with me? Okay, that was point number 1. Point number 2 is, does network help? Of course it helps. I had a wedding invitation, and in the wedding invitation I met somebody called Mr. Goenka. In the way, Mr. Goenka and I met him, and after him I am meeting all you amazing people. Network helps a lot. Make no mistake about it. An example from my IS life, in Alipur, not far from here, only 10 minutes from here, the Dhanodhanna stadium is there. You are aware of that? That gate, very beautiful gate, there are 2 gates. The Honorable Chief Minister was on the dais, I was the HIDCO MD, and she asked me to make the gate in 3 months' time. I did not know anything at all how the structure is. So network helped. The Bishwabangla gate, if you are familiar with Newtown, the person who had built it, he was in Pune. I reached out to him, got it fabricated, and in 2 months and 29 days, I completed it. You can see that. friends and knowledgeable friends, connections and important connections, extremely important in life. If you don't have, it's a waste. That is why I am very, very happy that this kinds of networks led by Anjan, Arun, led by Arun and all of you is happening in Kolkata, and I think one should make good use of it. You never know who will come in handy. Third point I want to make to you is speak up and go out. In the IAS, we have to be trained abroad. It's compulsory. There are short-term trainings and long-term trainings in foreign country. I have spent my long-term training in France and short-term training in USA in Harvard. 2 weeks I was there. And in one of the classes, a professor, mind you, people go there spending a huge lot of money. I was sponsored by Government of India, so no problem. But others, it was a full class from Pakistan, from New Zealand, from Australia, everybody going for some kind of a training. And in the class, one particular class, not every class of course, the professor was just silent. Chup kore ache. Minutes, 10 minutes chole gelo, 20 minutes chole gelo. He is not talking, nobody is talking. Then somebody really rises up that I have spent so much money to be trained here, আর আপনি চুপ করে আছেন কোনো কথা বলছেন না. He said, that is what. Speak up. That was the lesson he was trying to give. If you don't speak, আপনার কথাই তো কেউ শুনবে না. Fear of rejection, fear of being called stupid, fear of stammering, এসব ছেড়ে দিন. If you want to succeed in life, Harvard trained, you have to speak. Speak out. Same thing, go out. Go out. I have already told about my lesson from Harvard. I spent a year in France. I learned a bit of French also. And from France, I showed you in the movie, it was half not working, not a problem. I picked up so many things that I've done in Newtown. The cycle lanes, only where in West Bengal, only where in Eastern India, where you have cycle lanes. And like Uber, app cycles, you can just hire. You can't keep a cycle on a 14-storied house. So cycle lane and app cycle, I saw it first in Paris. Electric bus, I first saw it in London. And so many other things, I will not bore you with a laundry list. But it's extremely important to go out even in other parts of India and see how these things are getting tackled. Same problem, solid waste management. In Bangalore, I found that in Kabban Park, they do waste water recycling. I did it in Newtown. And we are doing all this green area watering with wastewater following that. So the third point is that please also look around. Talking about foreign cases, one very, very important point. You know Trump has won. And you know Yunus, the advisor, Bangladesh. I hope nobody has come from Bangladesh. One from Chennai, I know, but not from Bangladesh, I hope. But, you know, they are in a bad shape. What is happening? They are much more greater exporter of textile units. Do you know all this fashion, Levi's and everything, they do it from Bangladesh. Now Bangladesh is in trouble because of two things. Number one, their internal, you know, law and order, we all read newspapers. And also because of Trump, it is said that when Trump, it was newspaper, nothing more I am saying, when he, in the last term, he said, where is this man who paid to make me lose? You know, this kind of a thing, they don't forget easily. So it's going to be difficult. Textile firms of Bangladesh are trying to move out. They are trying to move out 300 billion, they say, $300 million per year, per month is their output. Even if 10% of that we can take. আরে মশাই একটা সেলাইয়ের দোকান তো খুলতে পারেন কলকাতায়. What Bangladesh can do, why can't Bengal cannot do? I'm trying to motivate you. Take a bit of that business. They are going to close down sooner or later. The inquiries are coming up. They are going to Jharkhand. They are going to Rajasthan. They are going to Kerala. They are inquiring. So, এটা কিন্তু নতুন opportunity. We have to be quick on our feet. And talking about foreign countries, I have had my own experience, so look in the next door neighbor also. So I will not take you any more time. I have got, other than the problem of the AI avatar, I have got 3-4 problems. I could have posted in the BE WhatsApp things, but I thought this is a lovely forum and I'm sure you will not take my mic for that. The other thing is very easy to do, no competency, podcaster. Now everybody is doing a podcasting. I am told, when I am looking around in Kolkata, acha amar podcast ta keu korun to dekhi, khujei pacchi na. Where is the marketplace? How do I do? Do I Google? Do I ask ChatGPT? If I ask ChatGPT, they'll take me to America. Where in Kolkata is a good podcaster? I want to tell my story. Who will listen? You have to make it nice, na? I am told there is one person, I will not take name because it is unverified. There is only one person in Kolkata who charges an average of 50,000 rupees per episode in a podcaster. We are seeing the pitch.
Multiple in B group.
Huh?
They multiple in group. আপনার জন্য ফ্রিতে করে দেবে।
না, পডকাস্টিং করলে হবে না, ওটা সরাতে হবে। दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग। यू डू अ पॉडकास्ट ओनली आई एंड यू लिसन, नहीं होगा। जैसे इन्फ्लुएंसर में आपका 1 लाख नहीं है फॉलोअर तो मैं नहीं पूछूंगा না। আমি বলছি কলকাতা সত্যি ভালো নেই, যে একজন ভালো আছে সে 50,000 টাকা নিচ্ছে পার এপিসোড, ইটস আউট অফ মাই বাজেট। সো there is a niche segment, but উনি বিনা পয়সা করে দেবেন, so my first thing is done. Okay. Second is chemistry মাসি বলে একটা বই আছে, সে বাংলা সিনেমা ইন হইচই। Some of you may have seen, some of you may not have seen. It's nothing like Intel. It says that an elderly teacher, she is doing it on YouTube. To cut a long story short, I won't give you the whole thing, whole complex concept. YouTube manager. He teaches very well in all classes, and I want to make it an online thing. I do teach very good music, but I want to go online. So this expertise is also very much in the need. পাড়ায় পাড়ায় মশাই গান শেখানো হয়, পাড়ায় পাড়ায় আবৃত্তি শেখানো হয়। এটাকে কোভিডের সময় অনেকে অনলাইনে নিয়ে গেছে এবং তারা, I know English teachers are taking money, I know from personal experience, and teaching somebody in China, teaching somebody in Russia, from Kolkata, from Salt Lake, where I stay. So এইটা কি করে করা যায়? I know how to teach English, but I don't know how to go online. So in short, I am calling them YouTube manager. Do we have this? If you have, let me know. And then I have done, if you follow yesterday's T2 also, I am venturing now into the field of AI generated framed art. I like to say that I am taking things away from the metaverse to the real universe. But how to take this to the trans world again through NFTs. When I was in Newtown, when I was in NKDA, I took up a project under the Smart City project of determining every land parcel, associating it with an NFT. So this is the very good way of land title verification. Now I have an art object. Consider this is an art object, original art object. I want an NFT associated with this, so I can put it back into the cyber world and put it up into the world market. Can you help me? If there is anybody, please reach out to me. So that is roughly what I had to say in brief. I will end by saying, and since many startups are there, my third movie reference, because it is very easy to relate everybody with movies, is the 12th Fail movie. If you have seen that, there is a thing called restart. Let me end with 3 sad stories. 3. Sad story 1, one-liner, I won't bore you. One line. I wanted to do a wax museum in Kolkata. I was in NKDA. I wrote to Madame Tussauds in UK, found out their email, wrote a letter that why don't you build a wax museum in Kolkata. And this was the reply they gave, yes, we have plans to open it in India, but not in Kolkata. In fact, they have now done in Delhi in the legal cinema area. It hurt. করবো মশাই ভারতবর্ষে কলকাতায় করবো না, আপনি অনুরোধ করলেও করবো না। So I made it. Now you go to Mother's Works Museum. It earns a few crores of rupees every year for the institution minus expenses. Somebody was talking about lakhs. Of course, investment was also large, but you have to be creative, you have to be thinking. It's a not losing proposition. Entertainment industry. Shop story number, that was first. First shop story number 2 was Cafe Ekante. If you have been, there is a wonderful island, Eco Island. In fact, today there is a musical event, full page T2 advertisement is there. So I had this mandate from the government that you have to build a resort, but I didn't know how to do, run a restaurant. So I asked many people, we floated tenders in the government way. Not one person was willing to do and operate. So we did it ourselves. I hired chef, I hired all the people, I hired a manager, and let me tell you, from month 2, it is always profit and profit and profit.
Awesome.
Last, and I rest my case there about restart. I did not get IAS in the first attempt. I failed. I crossed the prelims, I sat for the mains, couldn't even qualify for the interview. But I had not even stopped, not restart, I had continued studies. I was already working in some bank. And then I got it. So restart, please restart. Fail is part of life. Thank you.
Awesome, sir. Sir, everyone.
I was part of your first story, the Wax Museum.
Oh,
Yeah, so actually.
so he is, what
Yeah.
you,
So I'm Rizwan. I represent Airtel.
Okay.
So for Wi-Fi, so we came together.
Acha, acha,
me
acha.
and Rajiv and we.
Yes,
met
yes,
in your
Vivek,
office.
of course, was there.
Yeah. So we made. So we are the part, and we seen this your struggle, and that's it. Thank you. It's nice.
Awesome, sir. Thank you so much. This is,